Welcome out, everybody, to the No Spank Zone. This is Angela. And today we're going to finish our three-part series on cleaning out our closets. And I wanted to talk a little bit today about health. If you've been following the No Spank Zone, you realize that I am a middle-aged, overweight female facing menopause. And to all my women out there that are going through menopause, it kind of feels like an alien takes over your body. It makes it do all sorts of things that it doesn't normally do. You get aches and pains and no sleep and sweats and weight gain. And it just seems like everything goes absolutely haywire in your body. And I think it's really a challenging time and emotional time for any and all women going through the change. But I think there might be more to it. Some beliefs that we have that are wired into our brain before the age of 8 that affect how we are and our health and our vitality. So today we're going to take a little review. At the end of this video, you'll see me clean out some closets as I've been doing. Let's look at our belief systems and challenge. Maybe that's the reason why any and all diet plans and any exercise plans have never worked for me. First, as a child, nobody in my family exercised. It was not something anyone did. So that has been a problem with me. I start and stop and never stay. Second, when I was growing up in school, I was picked last in any and all athletic anything, whether it be softball, basketball, volleyball. I was always picked last because my ability was not good. If it was an academic thing, I was picked first. Sports, not. So it tended to keep me out of sports. I was your band geek girl, book smart, and not the best athletic person. So it tended to create a belief system that I sucked at athletics. Why should I exercise? And maybe some of that isn't necessarily true. It's just that I never was challenged in that rate or helped in that rate. Nobody in my family ever played sports. Not really. So it kind of kept me out of it. Third, we're going to go into our early beliefs. I know as far as weight loss, both sides of my family are heavy. I have very heavy aunts on either side. I have heart problems and diabetes from grandparents to my parents to my siblings. So it's quite common in our family to eat our emotions. It's the one thing that the Bible allowed us to do, even though Dad had mentioned gluttony. He never said that gluttony is going to end you in hell. So when everything else that was fun and enjoyable and desirable in life is considered a sin, the one thing that wasn't is food. We all overeat. So that creates a problem. We don't exercise, we overeat. My mom's beliefs on weight, she had gastric bypass. She felt she could never lose the weight. She felt it was too much of a struggle. I don't necessarily agree with that, but she did wire in my mind, I can't lose weight. I'm fat. My sister, same thing. I can't lose weight. And I wonder how much of that programming is going on in my mind, telling my body to stay fat and that it can't lose weight. So some of those beliefs have got to be challenged, the roots of which have got to go. And I've got to rewire my brain to enjoy exercise. And that takes me to my third and final point of this. My Pentecostal upbringing, I kind of had a Footloose video, if you've ever watched the movie Footloose, where dancing was considered a sin, but it was the one physical activity that I really wanted to do. I remember when I was in first grade, I stayed home from church because I'd gotten sick that morning, and everybody went on, and I turned on the TV, and I saw American Bandstand, which is considered a no-no. And I watched this little girl who was my age out there just dancing like a crazy, and I just envied her. I wanted to be her, but again, it was condemned. I stood on the sidelines when my school participated in the hokey pokey because my dad taught me that dancing was a sin. I always felt so odd and so off and so longing to do all of the things that everybody else got to do. Anything that was fun in my childhood other than eating was a sin and you're going to hell. So we got to challenge some of those beliefs. We're going to go through cleaning out those closets. I want to change that wiring. So if I can get to the root of the issue, perhaps a diet and exercise plan that I can maintain for the rest of my life can happen, and I can finally attract that body that I truly desire. Not only that, I do believe so many of my wrist issues, not only is it due to being heavier than I should be, but perhaps some of those phantom aches and pains, the hip joints, the knee joints, the feet, all of those things are related to emotional issues that I have stuffed into this body, and it hasn't been able to release any of those things. And we're going to be challenging all of the above. At the end of this series, you're going to see if we got to the root of the issue, if we were able to rewire our brain and rewire some of those old beliefs, change them from negative into positive, and see what's going to happen in this life if we can attract the kind of career we want, the kind of relationship we want, and the kind of body and health that we want. I think this goes to anyone and everyone out there in the world today. I hope that this series will make sense to you and that the work that we do together will actually benefit not just me, but all of you. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy the cleaning of the final closets. And if you want more, inspiration, please join me on my Patreon channel, the No Spank Zone, for the song of the week. This week we selected a song by Little Big Town called Daughters. Again, it's very important that I express my religious upbringing and the subjugation of the church and how it led me to be the person that you see before you today. And how I need to rewire some things, and we need to change some of those false beliefs and turn them into my truth, speaking my truth, being in my truth. And how will that change the person you see today into the person I hope to be tomorrow? So please join me on that. It's only $1. If you want to donate $5 to the channel, I appreciate any and all of your love and support. And we will put your name at the end of any and all videos that I do. Thank you. God bless, and I'll see you next time.